Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tim Time Design. Thank you for joining me. I have a real special episode to share with you guys today. A friend of mine who lives in the Philippines, her name is Lilia, is going to share with us her family home from her grandparents, which was built in 1930s in an Art Deco style, which was actually very unusual for a building of that kind in the Philippines. So take a look at this. She's going to tour it with us and everything. Of floor details and a beautiful, beautiful banister. I don't even want to say because I want you to be surprised. So I hope you enjoy.
Thanks for having me on the show, Tim. Hello, I am Lilia Villanueva, greeting you all from Bacolod City in the Philippines. I am honored to share with you a very special house here in the city where I was born and raised, a place that I have been intimately familiar with since childhood. More importantly, a place that has been the source of design inspiration for me in my adult life. This is the Art Deco house my grandfather built in 1936 here on the island of Negros in central Philippines. We call it the Daku, Balay, the big house. The house was known for being the first in architecture style of its kind on the island. A building of solid poured concrete with classic Art Deco signature of graceful curves, porthole windows, steel gratings outside and inside of this three-story building, practically a Titanic on land. It was the first residence in the country to reach a height of 50 meters, the first to have an elevator, the first modern building south of Manila. During World War II, Daku Balay was taken over by the Japanese army and was made their headquarters. And according to eyewitnesses, the house was spared the destruction by the occupying forces, and the reason was because the head of the Japanese military admired the house so much he gave strict orders to his soldiers not to destroy anything in the house, so that even in defeat and retreat, the commander's orders were obeyed, and the Daku Balay today still has its original custom features. Now, my favorite parts of the house are the following. The Olympic endless circle design on the entrance foyer. I always wondered who thought of that simple but perfect circular triad. I'd like to think my grandfather did. The cloud or fan-like motif on the marbleized ground floor, mimicked on the hardwood floor of the living room. That is also a favorite. The water-themed bas-relief decor on the wall in each bathroom. That's another one. My favorite is the one I call the Yellow Submarine. Cement and plaster bas-relief in the water closet, also found on the ground floor. The snakehead details that welcomes visitors in the rear entrance. They look like guardians against evil. They are also the first hint of my grandfather's love for animals, which he collected. Now we go on to the second floor. The hand-carved, quilted Molave wood on the doors of each bedroom is still breathtaking to this day. On the same floor is the largest residential veranda or the largest private dance floor in the Philippines. And there's also the steel porthole on this floor, where as kids we were allowed to watch visitors enter for dinner parties. There's the hand-painted separator glass panels that are original to the house. I recently found out that an aunt had braided all the glass panels in this house, the subject ranging from Philippine scenes to the hills of Tuscany. Of course, my favorite part of the house is the entire third floor, from the marbleized floors that easily shines from little traffic views to the original black marble bathtub and the game room, which is now my office. This is the floor where my grandfather wrote in his love for animals literally onto the house. The depiction of animals from Philippine folk tales thrown onto the walls in this room, including the spider and the fly on the 18-foot ceiling, is for me the height of fusion of a modern exterior structure with local Filipiniana details in the interior. As a developer of real estate, it is small wonder that the inspiration for our first project, the Belarte residential condominiums, is Daku Balay. Belarte is Art Deco inspired and seeks to fuse modern living with the elegant past as represented by its neighbor building the Daku Balay. I am lucky to have grown up in this house of high design. My grandfather, who suffered a debilitating stroke, was half paralyzed and almost speechless by the time I was born. In retrospect, he didn't have to talk about his house. His creative vision speaks for itself and will be understood by generations to come. That's all I have for you now. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Balay. Back to you, Tim.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Lilia, thank you so much for allowing us into your family home, your grandparents' home, and sharing all those special details and everything. It was absolutely lovely. So thanks again, Lilia. And thank you all for watching another episode of Tim Time Design. And stay tuned for the next one, which we're going to have even more special things to share. So see you all soon. Bye for now.